It was about 5 tons when it started to go. I can check that on the edit, but about 5. And seems that they don't explode. And let's check, did it get hot? It's actually pretty warm, especially on the middle. And all the like printed layers, they stayed together pretty well. So that's pretty good. Okay, and then the cube. So I think the height is pretty similar than with the ball and same weight. And the plastic that we are using is PLA, so it's the easiest regular printing plastic. Okay, and I think that this is going to be 10 tons and my wife says only 8. So let's see. Maybe 10. Yeah. Almost like Play-Doh. Yeah, I have to say that it did really well again. I think PLA has pretty bad reputation being not usable for anything that should last something, but these are doing really well. The layers are keeping together and everything. Yeah, and then the next one. And then we have dome, and because it's same mass as the ball was, it's kind of like 2 times as large ball or half of it. So I'm going to say that this is also going to be roughly 10 tons. Hey, that was pretty weak. It's already broken slightly, about 4 tons only. Hey, I think that this was weaker than the ball. I think this was the first one that snapped like this, so it didn't stay together, because there was clunk sound. Yeah, so the cube is on the lead, ball is next, and the dome is last. And then the next one. Okay, and then we have pyramid shape. So if Illuminati is real, then this should win by clear margin and break the press. But we are going to find out. Hey, it's already broken and there is only 1 ton. That's weak. Let's see how much it takes to break it really broken. Now it's holding a little bit more. Here is strong point. Sits around there. Yeah, about 8 was too much. But I have to say that the end result, this is by far the best condition of them all. So maybe it wasn't super hard when you crush it, but it doesn't break completely at all. So I would say that pretty good, but the cube was still better. Okay, and then we have round Illuminati, or cone in English. And I think it's going to be a little bit better than the pyramid shape. Yeah, about same so far. Again, on the 5 tons there is strong point. Hey, it's holding more. Hey, that's pretty tough. Yeah, I think the pyramid and the cone, they were pretty good. Of course, the like sharp spike got destroyed pretty fast, but after that it starts to hold quite much of pressure. And I think this was a little bit better, just slightly. I can play them here side by side, roughly. And as you can see that the pyramid stopped at 5 tons and this stopped about 6 tons, so it's just slightly better. And let's try something else that doesn't have any corners, so cylinder shape. Okay, and then the cylinder. This is the same height and mass as the cube was, and this is my favorite. I'm going to say that this is going to take 14 tons. Hey, that's strong. No, about 9. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. Okay, so slightly less than cube, but it tried to kill the sensor or throw it away. Hey, this brings some memories. It's the same thing as with the brass thing that broke the window. Exactly the same failure style. So if that would have been brass, we would have one more broken window. Or hole in the wall because there isn't any windows on this place. Yeah, and then the next one. Okay, and then we have this part, I'm not sure what it is. It's a mix between cylinder and cone shape. Maybe it's like tapered cylinder or something like that. I'm not sure, but we are going to crush it. Hey, pretty strong. Oh, it's going to explode. Is it? No. Yeah, I was hoping that it's going to fly away, but it didn't. And the like top surface somehow slipped away, escaped, and it's still in pretty good shape. Okay, so that was the competition, and from all the contenders, the cube was the strongest shape. Ooh. And the cube is going to celebrate his victory by getting crushed. And this cube is different than the previous one because this is printed with 30% infill, so it's not solid plastic. So in theory it should be roughly like 30% of the strength of the first one, but I think it's going to be stronger than that. I'm going to say that this is going to be about 5.5 tons. So let's see. No! Hey, it was about 3 tons. I thought that you are going to get some crazy benefits from that, like special structure inside of these, but it wasn't any more useful than just solid. So that was pretty interesting. And then I have something totally different. It's not super strong, but it looks fancy. Yeah, I didn't have time to print this as a larger thing, so it's pretty small, but it's the strongest shape in nature. It's the carbon nanotube structure printed, and I think it's going to be super weak, but there has to be some shape that is stronger than cube. So I'm going to have competition for all my viewers. You can draw with 3D program any shape you want, and then you send the file to me, and I'm going to print it out and crush it on the press, and the person who has the best most durable design is going to win HPC hoodie. And I'm going to come up with some really clever rules, and the instruction and rules are in description. So go check there and then just start designing. Yeah, but let's see how this breaks. Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't super strong. Yeah, but that was all for today. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. And for today's extra content, we have this coronavirus. It's extremely dangerous and we have to deal with it.